welcome to my Kitchen Intuition podcast and video series. This is MaritaLynn. I'm so honored to have you here watching these videos and giving me the opportunity to share all my cooking expertise and my Peruvian roots with you. Today I have a Peruvian ingredient that is well known around the world. In the past, when I was growing up, nobody really knew what it was, but one person in my family knew, that was my mom. She always made sure we had this ingredient because it has so many nutrients and so many vitamins and it's good for you that my mom made sure we ate that. She actually gave us this ingredient when we were babies. She would replace the water when she was cooking that with the baby formula, and I did the same to my kids. That ingredient is quinoa. It is an amazing ingredient. I have a 3-color quinoa here, tricolor. There, I got red, I have black, and I have white, and they are all mixed in here. Now quinoa, you can find it in any store, Whole Foods, Amazon, in your regular local store. It's just it's the ingredient of the people that don't really want to eat any meats and want to use the high protein that is in the quinoa in their meals. And this is an ingredient that is so versatile because you can make it for an appetizer, you can make it for an entree, and also for dessert. This is an ancient ingredient that comes from the Inca times in Peru. It's called the mother of the grains because they used this because they knew the properties and the nutrients that it had. So it was well known then. People say it's a grain, sometimes it's a seed, but it's a flower actually, quinoa. And they grow in like tall in beautiful flowers, and people take, I would say seeds, about that. But it is an amazing ingredient. It's high in protein. If you are vegan or vegetarian, this is the perfect ingredient to bring the protein amount that you need in your daily meals, in your daily dinners. And like I say, you can just cook it for anything. Today I'm making a very easy ingredient that I actually taught one of my clients last week. She just didn't realize that quinoa could be used that way and how fresh and how delicious it came out. I have the recipe on my website, but I just want to make the video so you can see how I actually make it. So they are called quinoa pancakes, and I'm going to top them with some tomato and avocado salsa. It's very simple, very quick to make, and yet very delicious. So I have the quinoa here already cooked. They are, you cook them by rinsing the quinoa because it has some glue stuff that you don't want to have it. So you rinse it a little bit in cold water. And then you cook it with every cup of quinoa, you use 1.5 cup of vegetable broth or water. And then you let it cook until it boils, and then you lower the heat and let it cook. When you know it's open, and it's soft, you know that it's done. Big secret of mine, just make sure you don't put salt when you cook it because otherwise it will never open actually. So I have the quinoa cooked here already, and you see all nice and fluffy. It just looks beautiful. And I'm going to add some salt because it's already cooked. So I mentioned before that you add the salt after it's cooked, and some pepper. I'm going to add a little bit more of salt. I never say how much amount of salt or pepper to add to your foods because it really is a good way for you to know, like using your intuition and know. We're going to mix it up, and then I'm going to add some organic cumin that I have. That I love cumin. I love the flavor, the smoky flavor of that. And I'm going to add some paprika, just to give it a little bit of color. And I chop here some garlic because I love garlic. I like to add garlic in everything. And I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to add, to bind that together to make the pancake, I already mixed a couple of eggs. I'm going to add them. You can find the full recipe on my website, I'm sorry, not my catering. I do this for my catering, but my website is mykitchenintuition.com. The recipe is there. So I got my pan here already heating. I got the stove on medium heat, and I'm going to add oil to just to make sure that the pancakes don't get stuck into the pan. And I got some avocado oil here. I'm not using high heat, so this oil is perfect for it. If I know that I'm going to need more, you always add more. Like this is a big pan, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of oil. I'm going to have some more here. And just make sure the pan gets covered with that. I'm going to swirl it around, move it around, and get it ready to cook our pancakes. So we're lining the pancakes around the pan. Look really good, sizzling. And we're gonna let them cook so the bottom part of the pancake is crispy. It's a little, it's gonna hold the topping when we eat it. It's not gonna fall apart or it's gonna break. So we are So I removed the pancakes out of the pan, and now they're in this beautiful plate. And I'm going to prepare a nice topping, but even it's simple and it's quick to make, but it's also vibrant and it's fresh and it's really delicious. It takes some cilantro and lime juice. So I already got here some diced tomato, and I'm going to add some pepper, and I'm going to mix them up. It's like a nice tiny cut for some plum tomatoes. And I'm going to add some lime juice that I got here. I love lime juice. I love that acidic taste in there, and reminds me that it's something fresh. It's a great way. I grew up eating limes, having lime juice, lemonade. It's really good. So I got the salt and pepper, the lime. I'm going to add, I got some chopped avocado that I'm going to add. I love garlic, so I'm going to add a little bit of chopped garlic here. I'm going to mix everything. So it's almost ready. Oops. And lastly, I'm going to add some chopped cilantro that I got here. A little bit of cilantro. And mix it up again. We're going to top the pancakes with this salsa. This is great as an appetizer for hors d'oeuvres. If you can make them smaller and actually use it for hors d'oeuvres. I don't think it's anybody that actually have made these that I know. This is pretty much my creation, and it's very popular for the people that know me, for my clients. I even when I teach, I have my clients that I teach them how to cook. We make these, and they really love it. I have a few clients that I go to them and teach them how to cook, and they really appreciate this ingredient and this recipe. So here you go, like a lot of topping on them. And as you can see, we have the red plate and the pancakes and the colorful topping. It's just delicious. So it's very simple. It doesn't have that many ingredients in there. It's a very simple and delicious recipe that has this main ingredient that can be so great for you. It has so many properties. It can help you feel good, help with your health, and it's vibrant, colorful. It's from the Andes, it's from Peru, where I'm from, and I really hope that you can make it. And if you always have any questions, send me a message, make a comment. or you can visit my website, mykitchenintuition.com. And here is this amazing recipe, quinoa pancakes. I used to call it quinoa croquettes, but it's quinoa pancakes with tomato avocado salsa. I hope you can make it at home and enjoy. It's really delicious. As you may know, my website is mykitchenintuition.com, and please share this recipe with somebody that might want to learn something new and something that is delicious, is exotic, and is good for them. Again, share, subscribe, and I love you all. Thank you so much for watching.